Hello everybody. This is a 2013 Mazdaspeed that has been in 3 accidents. I bought it brand new in 2013. It's been a daily driver for like 10 years. It needs a little bit of an overhaul. I freaking greased the heck out of it because of where I work. It's pretty bad. It's a lot of dust and crap all over it, but we only really need the motor and the harness and stuff. So the motor's gonna come out. I gotta do some water pump stuff because there is no way I'm working in there. I'm not working in that. Like, I'm not trying to pull anything between like 1 inch. You know, I'm not ready for that. So this whole thing's just gonna come out. We'll refresh the motor and we'll see what happens from there. Alright, gonna have to call it the big guns. Yeah, so I put some heat to those axle nuts and I got the one side off, no problem. But then trying to do the other one, literally split the socket I've had for like 30 years. Just like that. Like a freaking banana peel. And well, I know it's not an impact socket, but it said Taiwan. I thought it said Japan, so I trusted it. But like, I mean, I had never broken this thing before ever, and like, holy moly, that's insane. It just split, like, so I guess I'm gonna have to get a new one of these tomorrow. Do the other side. Wow. So, tool store didn't have, you know, Canadian Tire didn't have any impacts this size, so I got this big deeper 1.25. Actually fits better than the 32 mil. I got a short socket 32 mil, and it was a little loose. This was pretty snug, so I used that one, ripped it off, and just dunked it in some Vaporus. That was one from yesterday. The other one from today. See if they clean up at all. They look okay. And pull some of these clips. And get it up. Some jack stands or something. Gonna pull all these and label them. Try to do something about that. HKS. Recirc, blow off valve. You. Proof that this thing actually ran when parked. Haha! Some more bells and stuff. Ooh. Here I am, 253,159 kilometers. Definitely due for some a little bit of TLC. Not sure if I'm gonna keep the cluster and stuff yet. Probably gonna remove that and that. But I would prefer the Mazda 2 stuff, but we'll see how it goes. You can hear it. I think it's a water pump whirring away. But yeah, it's really dirty. I'm gonna clean her up. She's on the stand. Warm up one last time. Spray down everything with some freaking fluid. So I got this idea of putting the DC in the Mazda 2 because Mazda did it themselves for SEMA. Now I'm not quite sure what they did with the axles or whatnot. I think what they did was just bolt the DC to the stock Mazda 2 transmission and then just went from there. I might just use the 6-speed, some custom axles or something, I'm not quite sure, but we might just get it in the car with the 5-speed, get everything dialed in, and then maybe go 6-speed later. I'm not sure. I do want that hood scoop on the Mazda 2 though, extremely badly, and then maybe we can recoup a couple dollars, just scrapping the rest out, maybe saving the bumper because it's like brand new. Brand new. The fenders and the front bumper are brand spanking new. Who knows? See what happens. I'm absolutely determined not to break anything, so I've already cracked everything loose with hand tool. Well, most of it. Well, not all of it, but some of it. Actually putting stuff in their own little labeled containers, even, like, that's way not like me at all. think I made the executive decision I'll be deleting AC. I think Nick Jones would be proud of me. Good for Steve again. It really isn't a like write-up or anything on how to do the swap and stuff, so just bear with me. Taking out the motor is pretty straightforward so far. I kept spraying it with crap the whole time I was driving it, so it's not terrible. The engine bay is really nice, but like the rest of the car's been in like 3 accidents, been T-boned by a CTSV on Boxing Day. Car star repaired my car, but they wrote off the old CTSV, unfortunately. I don't know why. I don't know. I think like even now CTSVs go for way more than these things go for. You get these for like 4 or 5 grand all day long. I think with the battery relocation, everything is possible. Seriously. What's going to be amazing is going from 3,600 pounds to like 2,300-ish. Now you gotta figure out this ECU BS. Sure, it's the better. Just try to get that in between the white thing. Like, of course I break it. Like, I do one and then I break the other. Okay, one. You know, Canada, where even plastics get rusty. An old car. There we go. Yay. So the Mazda 2 doesn't have this plug, so we're gonna have to swap this fuse box over, which I don't think will be a huge problem or anything. Evaporous time. That's a literal zip tie from the factory. You see that? It's a factory zip tie. That wasn't me. That wasn't anybody. That's a Mazda zip tie. Made in Japan. Whew. I'm gonna break this now. That's not really good, eh? To be able to move like that? It's like it's not fully tightened on the intake. Wow, it just popped right off. Bro. The EGR valve perpetually unplugged. Made my intake absolutely immaculate by leaving that unplugged and just dealing with the ECU code. Not everybody's cup of tea to do that. We're gonna wrap this so it doesn't get hurt, I think, or something. Oops. Hey, screwdriver's kind of magnetic. $17 mil. mean, it's still pretty, but I don't know if I'm going to use it for anything. Whoa. Moves the whole mic. Let's see. So that's the transmission mount. Everything looks super clean. Like, I mean, it could be a lot worse. These are shifter linkages. Like, everything's intact. Like, a little bit of surface rust just kind of erases if you put your finger over it. Yo, shout out to Mazda for having such a little tiny bung here. That literally, like, when I pulled on it a little bit, yeah, you can probably see it right there. Yeah. Not really sure what I'm supposed to do about that. I think I can just, like, I don't know, replace the entire intake now. Like, thanks a lot. Like this is still on, so it's restricting it, so it didn't even move that much. But it was just enough that I was like, crack, and it just seared right at, I'm just making a big deal out of it so I remember it happened, okay? We're gonna have to figure something out with that. Yeah, it's really like a molded titty. Just, yeah. Like, and technically I didn't even have to take this off, which makes everything so much better. Like, yeah, it's notoriously restrictive and all that, but it's also like you unrestrict it and you need a new tune, because it unrestricts that much when you modify. But that's the turbo. She looks absolutely fantastic. Like, it had no issues, none. Like, it's just been, these are notorious for grenading and bad turbos and all that nonsense, and it just didn't have any problems at all. Like, I know it's only at like 150,000 miles or something like that, but a Mini Cooper needs like a whole rebuild. And a first gen Mazdaspeed would be like, nyeh. Now we gotta start dealing with all these dumb plastics. Which means they need to spray crap down again. I only really have to think, I think I have to pull the, you have to start pulling this off, and if you can't tell, it's a little rotten around the edges, so that'll be interesting. I'm gonna have to pull the exhaust from downstairs. At least I don't have to pull that because it's rotten right off. Yeah. Mazda, could you just tell me why you made bolts on the exhaust manifold cover smaller than freaking 8 mil? Like, please tell me why. What was the reasoning? Tell me. Just give me a shout out. Let me know why the hell these bolts couldn't be fucking 10 mil or something. A new day has dawned, and I'm taking off the Mazdaspeed's splitter. Keeping all these plastics, this is all, everything pretty much pops out. There's 2 of these, pull that out. You don't have to remove the latch. Pop, 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 pop. This pops off. This pops off. And then you have these 2 things keeping you from getting that out. If you really want that out, but you don't need to. Then it's just this. I'm not sure if that's going to cause an issue. But that's the washer fluid thing. And it's just 4 10 mil. For these, you'll have these things. They stick in, and that little ball actually splits in half. So instead of yanking on it like I did, you can yank that ball and it'll just pop out. That's good to know. You need deep socket because they're in there quite a bit. There are 3 locator clips that get stuck in here, I guess, so you just gotta fucking yank it. Fucking yank it. Good. Nice one. Pop. Huzzah. That wasn't terrifying at all. Now back to more removal of the engine. These just pop off like that through here. Ooh. Made it out alive, yay! The way this thing rips your steering wheel out of your hand when it torque steers, I always thought it was like it didn't have this intermediate shaft here, but yeah, apparently it does. You know, who would have known? All right. That's another one down the drain. This is like the best tool for popping these bad boys. It's literally like, I see it on a Japanese channel. It's literally like da 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 da. No mushroomed anything, just pow. You can use it again all you want. Over and over and over again. Sometimes a nut, because you don't even have to readjust it. Done like dinner. Hey there. So, working on getting these axles out. So I decided to pull the whole bottom control arm. That pretty much gave you enough room to be able to pop the axles out. They're 19 mil, and these are 17 mil. And draining the transmission seems to be taking like a really long time. Like, I don't get it, but I pulled that hole. It's supposed to be like the fill hole or whatever, and then there's a drain, and then there's another one. I figured why not pull that one too. And it's dripping ever so slightly. So yeah, that's where I am. You pull these axles, drop the exhaust, and pull the motor. I mean, I have pulled this oil out before. It had been a really long time, but I don't see why it's coming out so slow, but I doubt that's going to be whatever you put in there, I don't know, 3 or 4 liters. Remember spending a lot of money on the Motorcraft, the Ford limited slip oil or whatever with the friction modifier in it. I don't know, it's slowly coming out. Maybe I'm missing something here. Well, I'm a dummy. The drain's right there. That one. That'll help me, I think. If I do that, then it should be okay, right? But you know, I can't get my socket in there. Woo. There we go. Still looks good. Ooh. Is that bubbles? Is that? Is they just bubbles? I think they're bubbles. I thought it was like copper, whatever the bronze. Maybe a little bit. I don't think a magnetic plug would help in this. I'm not sure. Sweet. I got the axles out. What I did for that is I jammed this right in here, like that, and then smacked it with the sledgehammer. And this side, I just smacked it straight like that. I mean, I hit it with a bunch of lube first, but yeah, like it smacked it once and it like popped out. So that side's cool. This side's a little harder. I didn't manage to wreck really anything here. Maybe just like a little denty, wenty there, but I mean, I'll take it. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure what else there is. I got the high pressure fuel lines off. Here is this one. You just kind of pry it out on the side here. Here and here. Pry it this way and it slides back. And then this one, literally you just push that blue ring off it. Just gently separate it a little bit and push it down, and that one should come off. Now it's just getting heat shields off so I can drop the exhaust. Okay, so it's got two bolts up over here on this side. You got some plastic in the way, so no ugga-duggas for that. Yeah, so I gotta get a wrench and just go up and over. Heat shield's pretty much cracked around every single one of these bolts, but it's still completely surrounding it. So I should be able to get that, just no ugga-duggas. So here's some progress so far. I really not sure where we're supposed to freaking hook this up, but it worked out alright because this massive angle seems to be just coming straight up. I removed the rad and everything, and lower mount, but like the turbo downpipe is still hitting, but I feel like we got a lot of room that will just kind of even out. We're just going slow and steady. Right now I just forgot to undo this, so I'm just gonna try to kink that off, and then hopefully it just twists out and doesn't cause me too much problems. The jack on it just to lower it down a bit because I had it up too high. Just lower it down to that. We got heat. I'm gonna have to undo this one. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it looked. It is all rusty. This is a 10 mil. Yeah, so over the last couple days, it's been raining on and off and everything, so I just got it yanked out last night. It is quite a big lump. I ended up breaking the oiled stick. And I should have yanked off the AC to begin with. Yeah. I pulled like the inside of the hood scoop just for some clearance. I broke some of this because it kind of came back down, and it kind of smashed it pretty effortlessly, but it didn't wreck any of the wires and stuff, so that's good. Yeah. I have to pull some of, I think I might have to pull the shift cables and stuff. I don't think that's too hard. I think I'm using the fuse box. I'm not sure how I'm doing that. You get the control arms back together so I could get that together, maybe. So it could sit 4 wheels. It is in the daylight. I did take this shield off when it was in there, and I tried doing this one, but of course this was here, and that would mean taking off the O2 sensor. Trying to get in here, all these freaking bolts. Every single last one, I'd have to use the puller on. Yes, maybe the easiest way would probably be drop it out the bottom instead of trying to pull it up through the top. So that's the motor out. Figure out what to do with it on the next one. Goodbye.